Great Scott!
Welcome to 91 Reasons, a pop culture fueled rocket into the far reaches of nerd culture. Featuring your hosts, Jeff, Rachel, Luna, Austin, and Josie. It's Tucker time.
The little bars means it's recording.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Are we
I
live?
can't believe we just lost 3 hours.
I know, man.
3.5
We'll never get them back. This is 91 Reasons. I am Jeff. I am the voice of this show. Normally it's just me, but every once in a while the whole family shows up.
Hello.
Say hello, everyone.
Hi, here.
We're going to tell you a story about a man who had tacos, and then when he finished the tacos and there was nothing left of the tacos, wanted a refund on the tacos. But before we get to that,
Must we spin it this way?
is it the truth?
It is but the truth. I will explain.
All right. So last Friday we went to Universal Studios for the first time almost ever. Like we went before, but you guys don't remember
No,
it.
I have been. I want to talk about this.
And if I was,
So,
I was very small.
I actually went to Universal in 2005, and it's like one of my fondest, favorite childhood memories. I had a fantastic time. I remember we played I played the strongman game. I couldn't win the game. You held the hammer with me. We got it to the top, and I won a King Kong plushie. He had a little rubber
you did
squeezy
win that.
face.
I remember you taking that
And
home that night.
I used to squeeze his face. It made me happy. Then we went to City Walk afterwards, and I thought I wasn't going to get a toy because I won King Kong. And I didn't get Star Wars that day. And you surprised me with a Shaq T doll. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Oh, well, Shaq T.
I remember back. Oh, I remember from that
I
trip.
remember the King Kong, but I don't remember that.
Is that park used to have an overwhelming amount of like carnival stands.
Yes, they did a lot
Like,
of games.
You throw the basketball
Yeah.
games and
He's
toss.
right.
And there's still a few in the Simpsons place, but not like it was.
I also remember riding the Back to the Future ride and thinking it was the most amazing but scariest thing I'd ever ridden in my life.
Well, Josie was born in 2005.
Yeah, she was an infant.
I don't think I existed.
So she doesn't remember it at all.
No, so it was Josie's really first trip.
I
It was
think-
interesting.
I think you got me the King Kong just so I'd stop crying after Back to the Future, because that ride scared the bejesus out of me. It did. I do remember that ride really scaring me.
You still got scared this time.
Oh, we'll
Of
get
the-
to that.
of the other
We'll get
ride.
to that.
So we braved the Los Angeles traffic, which is always terrible.
That was the worst ride of all.
Yeah. And then we got to the park, and we parked, and we went in, and we met our good friend Chris.
I have to say, if before I come across as complaining about anything, I just want to give a huge thanks to Chris for letting us in, providing me with the experience. I had a better time there than working a shift, so thank you so much. It was my day off, everything lined up perfectly. Chris, till the spire, my friend. Thanks for listening and
Yeah,
letting us
well,
in.
there's-
Probably also one of the last that we all get to
Yeah,
go
I
to.
know. With how busy I am now,
That all
these
our
days
schedules
don't
match,
happen.
and they're all
But
older
you guys
now.
were stuck
So
with me for a little while.
This
Right.
this day was lightning in a bottle that it happened.
It was.
I almost
we all
wasn't
got
going to be
go.
there.
Right.
Well, that being said, we should also say that our review of the park has nothing to do with Chris, who was a total gentleman and helped us get in and even gave us some front-of-the-line passes, which was very nice.
Chris just walked by, said hello, literally hooked us up with
I
an
literally
amazing
almost
thing.
missed him because I was so
Yeah,
excited
I-
to get a picture of Josie at the front of the park with the Minion statue because she was dressed like a Minion. And you guys left me and ran ahead to meet him. So I literally was like walking up as he was walking away. So I yelled, "Thank you." Hopefully he
So,
heard and didn't
Chris,
think I was
you're a
crazy.
class act. Also, as we would later learn, we would have never gone to this park because it might be the most expensive theme park I've ever seen.
Yeah,
in
it
my
was really
life.
expensive. It is for what you said. It's for
International tourists.
Yeah.
It's not aimed at locals. You go to Knott's Berry
We
Farm.
can afford to be a tourist at those rates.
Well, here's the thing. I wing up. Here's the thing. Our Target that I walk at gets all the Universal guests. I know that because they have Universal reusable bags. They use them. And they bring out an envelope, and they're full of crisp hundreds. And they
It's
just
a
pay.
vacation thing.
It's a vacation
Yeah, they
thing.
have all cash.
And
it's weird because it's the thing that Disney is moving towards. They want to get rid of
Yeah.
the annual pass holders and only have international tourists.
Because that's where the money
That's
is.
where the money
That's
is.
where the
I
money is.
totally get it. It's a business
And
model.
I think-
not targets locals.
I did a bit of research, and I think Universal is the cheapest package deal with a flight and hotel room.
Yeah, it's one of those
So-
things where it's initially very expensive, but the more days you stay,
In
the
LA,
cheaper it gets.
Yeah. So they're like, if you stay a full week in Hollywood, you get to go to Universal for free. So they tack it on as a free thing.
But that being said, it's an interesting park layout. It has 2 levels. It's because it's built on a mountain. It's because it was built 100 years ago when the studio tour actually first started.
It was built in 1910 on a tiny square foot in the most expensive city. It is like the worst place you could have built an amusement park. On the tippy top of a mountain in L.A.
But it's also the same story as Knott's, where they didn't start out doing a theme park.
No,
it was an accident.
The theme park is like, it threw up everywhere. There's little bits of park connected by more park that's like joined together. So you can't just walk on foot and see the whole thing. You're constantly going to be riding elevators and escalators and trams to get around. You get a park map and you open it up and it's like, whoa, this is like a video game map. This is confusing.
I think the biggest drawback to Universal is they bought so many outside properties that they looked within their own film library, and other than Minions and Fast and the Furious, most of the newer stuff, quote unquote newer stuff, Harry Potter, Simpsons, is all outside licenses. And now, the Simpsons is Disney. Josie, what were your impressions of the park, sweetheart?
I think that there's a part where we just went down escalators for like 30 minutes. That wasn't fun. That wasn't fun. Escalators are like a mall thing. I wouldn't really call them a theme park.
They have a shuttle service, but I think it runs once every 45 minutes.
I think, ignoring all of my complaininess for the IP and the prices, I think the biggest flaw, if you love these licenses and you've got endless pockets, the biggest problem that everyone's going to experience, even if you can fully enjoy this park, is that it can't be enjoyed on a pathway. Like Knott's and Disney, you can take a nice path around the park with plenty of rest stops. Versus this park, which is not only disjointed and easy to get lost in, is very exhausting, does not have many indoor locations, and does not have much seating to rest at.
That's true.
It's a lot of dead ends and a lot of walking, and you almost need a Gatorade strapped to you to enjoy this park.
Well, the big drawbacks
it asks a lot of you.
We went early summer. A lot of stuff is under construction. The Jurassic World ride is not open. When that's open, when the new Secret Life of Pets things opens, they're going to have a lot more places for people to go in the queue and get off the midway. Gift shops. Jurassic World, the ride, the gift shop, and the restaurant were closed. That's a lot of real estate to have closed. It's because later in the summer, they're not going to have that problem.
One thing I did notice is, like, Harry Potter's very cramped. There's no big areas. Pretty much, this is going to sound so odd. Cletus's Chicken Shack is the only large-scale indoor area I can think of to flow people into.
Well, and the odd part about that is very few people realize it has a second floor.
There's no indicator
there
there's
were
a
people
restaurant in there.
There were people camped out everywhere on the bottom, and then you go upstairs and there's like 6 people for all that space because nobody's really aware that it's up there.
It's a tiny little door in the middle of the land. There's no indication that it's a restaurant, and there's nothing on the map telling you that either.
Now, we started our day on the studio tour.
That was the best part.
What did you think of the studio tour, Josie?
It was really cool. It took you through a whole bunch of scenes and stuff.
Were you surprised at the earthquake one?
Oh, yeah. The earthquake one and the flood one really freaked me out.
Yeah.
Mom, what do you think of the studio tour?
That's always been the only reason I go to Universal.
Yeah, that was the best part.
Yeah, it's the best part. Hello, Jaws.
Jaws, you like Boost?
They take out Jaws, it's over.
It's over.
I'll keep going as long
They'll
as they
never
have
get
the
rid of
shark.
Amity Island. That IP is too powerful. You know how much Jaws merchandise they had in
I
there?
hope so. They had a lot of stuff.
They had a lot of Jaws stuff.
When I was a teenager, to get down to the Jaws Lake took about 2 hours. And I remember we would get down there, and it would be like 3 in the morning, and we'd go, man, we are far. We are on the tour, and everybody would look at their watch and go, we better start heading back because it's 2 hours back up the mountain.
Oh, my God.
Imagine that.
Well,
Luna, what'd you think of the park?
It's all right.
what do you think of the
It's
studio
all
tour?
right.
Studio tour, that's what
I like
we're
the
talking about.
Misters.
You like the Misters.
Studio tour.
Studio tour.
What do you think?
I think it was all right. The video screen was a bit weird.
You didn't like Jimmy Fallon?
Well, the King Kong thing to me looked a little out of sync.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
You were
cool.
impressed
The
by the
3D
King Kong thing.
Josie liked it.
Well, I thought the Fast and Furious was out of sync, but then I realized the reason I was seeing double of Vin Diesel is because my glasses were on my forehead.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I put them down, it got clear. I was like,
That
oh.
one was kind of dumb.
I have 2 guns, one for each of
Any
you.
3D anywhere in the park was a little off, and that's just 3D.
The best was the Pepper's Ghost, Vin Diesel,
Yeah.
and the cast of that movie.
Well,
So funny.
let me just say, I'm not a big theme park ride person, so I sort of knew going into this park that the Studio Tour was my only chance
yeah,
to
but
ride.
you got suckered because
I
you
did
didn't
get
know
suckered.
some of those were
Well,
going to be
okay.
so violent.
So I'm in the queue, and they have all these movie posters and quotes, and I'm thinking in my head, okay, this is going to be cool. We're going to go down to the lot. We're going to see some, probably, I'm not expecting anything big. A couple of cheesy commercials being filmed, but maybe we'll have some B-movie directors talk to us for a bit. We'll see some costumes and sets.
I don't know
We'll
what
probably
you're expecting.
Get out part way and look at some props.
That's
It's a
not
movie
how it
tour.
works.
Tour.
You're spoiled because of the personal tour we got at Warner Brothers.
It's called the Studio Tour.
Yeah, but it's for
go
it's for the masses.
What do the masses? Why aren't the masses tricked too by this? It's called the Studio Tour
Because the masses
and
care.
everything is fake.
The masses were taking pictures of buildings they kind of recognized. They talked about the set from Bruce Almighty, right? Wasn't the set from Bruce Almighty? That's like 17 or 16 years ago.
They were like,
the girl who was hosting it was really good.
Yeah, she was very talented,
There were
very
like
very
2
personable.
sets. But for the most part, this was an hour-long dark ride of vignettes, poorly connected.
Oh, you're
No,
so
it was
funny.
really cool. You didn't like
I
the plot?
wasn't. And any time the cart would start jostling, I hurt my hand. I actually hurt my fingers on it. So any ride that hurts my fingers.
Okay, so Grandpa didn't like the tour.
No.
Josie
Grandpa
liked the
was not
tour.
happy with it.
Rachel liked the
It was
tour.
flood and there's a part where it's an earthquake. And
No,
like,
I
a
thought
car
the
comes
flood
towards
was
you.
awesome because the flood demonstrates something that's actually used in movies. I don't think they're filming anything in the King Kong theater, though. That was just thrills, cheap thrills.
Luna liked the King Kong up until the giant spider tried to
Yeah.
attack.
Thank God you didn't ride the Harry Potter ride then.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't get on Harry Potter. It was a 2-hour wait most of the day.
I wasn't going to tell Luna, but there's a giant mechanical spider that jumps
Oh,
in your
I
vehicle.
know.
You know that? Okay. I kept saying I want to go on it. I'm like, I hope he knows that
That's
it's a
one of the
giant
characters of
spider.
the movie. Which movie does Aragog die in?
Half-Blood.
That scene makes me sad. I actually...
He's all gnarled
Yeah.
up, and they take his like venom or something.
Yeah.
I'm probably...
Slughorn does. That's
I'm-
when Harry's on the...
I'm probably of the
Phoenix
2%, but I think Aragog the Spider's adorable. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy up until he goes, "Yeah, I'm cool with you being here, but my friends are going to eat you."
Yeah.
That's the part you go, "Oh, this guy's kind of a jerk."
Eh.
Anyways, okay. So the highlight of the day was what, Josie?
Oh God. Definitely the Transformers ride.
Transformers, right? We rode it
That
twice.
was so cool. There's a part where it's like a screen that looks like you're going straight down, and I really thought we were going to go straight down.
You were screaming at the top of your lungs the first time.
because it looked real.
Yeah, it's a great effect because you're hanging on the edge, and he just goes, "Well, here we go," and he takes a dive, and you're like, "We're going straight down." How does it feel like we're going straight
Your
down?
like stomach shakes if you're actually going straight down. I couldn't tell what on that ride was real and what wasn't.
Yeah, the Transformers ride is top notch. It really is, and the theming is just enough. The storyline is just enough to get you into it.
I've never seen a Transformers movie, and I had more fun on that ride.
Yeah, as
So,
opposed to the Simpsons
Oh,
ride.
God. That ride gave me the biggest migraine, and it was just so. I liked the line better than the ride.
I love the Simpsons. I'm a huge Simpsons fan. I can't stand that ride.
While you guys were on that ride, we sat in the Simpsons restaurant
Cletus's Chicken
where
Shack.
they had a 20-minute loop of only clips of the Simpsons of them eating at restaurants.
Yeah, that seems so weird.
And we watched it loop through 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I
so
can tell
I know
you
all
the
those
lines.
quotes by heart.
Well, the Simpsons ride uses the old Back to the Future queue and building, and it just goes. You think
they weren't
and you
creative with
you
it.
go to one queue, then you're stopped.
And then you stay in one part of the queue that has no theming. It's just a purple wall for like 30 minutes. Or you're just staring there with like 30 other people and you just sit there. And every once in a while, they'll take 2 or 3 people in.
It was weird. And then you go to a fully themed queue
Like
with
a really good one.
with screens that
they
look.
bounce back and forth and talk to each
Yeah,
other.
the characters look like they're operating a snack bar and a game and an like Molman's on the information booth. And that part, I was like, oh, this is
That was
great.
the best part of the whole thing.
And then you go to another room where there's another video and a safety video.
Oh my God. It takes you through a whole episode of The Simpsons and then a whole safety video.
Well, the question I have is, how much storyline do you need? Because the Simpsons ride, in order to get the ride, you have to know that Krusty's opened a park. He's very cheap and the rides are broken. The Simpsons are going to be able to ride it first, but they want you to come with them. Sideshow Bob's on the loose and wants to kill everybody. And Maggie has been zapped with radiation. You have to know all that before the ride starts.
And the whole queue and the episode you watched before is all like regular Simpsons, like hand-drawn animation, and then the ride is the worst 3D you ever seen.
It's a very strange choice. It looks like they made it in a rush,
It's just...
but they've never gone back to sharpen it up.
It gave me a headache the more I looked at it.
I
The
just-
ride was so...
I missed the Back to the Future ride. I mean, those used to be giant open-air DeLoreans that you sat in.
I barely
There-
saw the Simpsons ride. I just kept closing my eyes. It gave me a headache to look at. It
There's a
was so-
picture of a field somewhere with all the ride vehicles rotting in the sun. It's all the DeLoreans. It's very sad.
I think since the ride was built in 2008, I think they saw the movie coming out the next year and got giddy and thought this was the next big thing.
No, it's a gorgeous land. It's beautifully themed with every character represented that you care about. Either a statue or a building or a sign or
they
something.
Put a ton of. They even have a sideshow, whatever.
A walk around. Yeah.
And I just have to ask: is this a license that people wanted? Did anyone ask for this?
The Simpsons have been around 30 years, man. I don't know how you deny it.
I don't think they translate well to 3D. I think
Oh, no,
the whole land
they
looks
never
awkward.
have. The Bart costume, no matter what year it is, always looks awkward. He does not translate well to a three-dimensional costume.
As much as I don't like the Minions, I do think the world makes for an interesting land.
Oh, no, again, the Minion Land, silly fun land, or whatever it
does
is.
look like the source material.
Yeah, it reminded me of Cars Land, where I was like, it looks great. Imagine if I cared about these characters. But I get it. I'm not the target audience. I totally get
If
that.
I was like a 6-year-old kid, it would be great.
And you went dressed as a Minion.
I don't even think I've seen one of the movies with that character.
The funniest part of the Minion Land was the lady being chased by security.
Oh, yeah.
There was a woman like in her late 20s running from security, and he kept going, just stop. And she was like doing like a, can't catch me. And I turned to her as she ran by me and I said, are you a child? They're going to catch you. This is ridiculous. And 5 seconds later, 3 guys caught her, and she had been shoplifting or something.
So you really wanted that Minion plush.
It was really funny.
That Minion popcorn bucket.
They, God bless Universal. They go all in. There was so much Minions merchandise in that store.
Yeah. Well, I think, and this is saying a lot because I'm not a big Disney fan, I've never seen a theme park so determined to sell you stuff you don't need.
Welcome to the theme park industry.
Well, here's the thing, though. I was at Knott's a few hours ago. I must have looked at the stores for nearly an hour. I was looking at the cooking shop, the knife shop. Knott's does sell stuff that's useful in life. Very interesting stuff. Like pot holders. I was looking at waffle topping. I was thinking of
We
buying
also
it.
have hats of the poop emoji.
But there's a lot of stuff at Knott's that's interesting and unique.
Yeah.
Versus Universal, which is, here are 6 items we sell in the same place at every land. Which IP do you like? Do you like the Minions cup? Or do you like the Jurassic Park cup? Or do you like the Bart cup?
Yeah.
Okay, next is the keychain with names on it. Do you like the Bart Simpson one? Do you like the Minions one? Or do you like the dinosaur one? Next up is the reusable bag. Do you like the Bart one? Do you like... It's like
if Hasbro ran a thing. Oh my God, my phone is blowing up. Let me turn the sound off the phone.
God.
That's hilarious.
It's like those 6 items they sell throughout the park with stickers on them. And it's all tchotchkes.
But that's why, and we'll move into our next phase, that's why the Harry Potter area is so interesting, because 99% of that stuff is in character. They had a couple of things that were a little off.
Harry
but
Potter
most
was
of it
super
looked
in character.
astounding.
That wand shop was so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Straight from the movie.
It did. Ollivanders looked
All messy and
straight
stuff.
from the movie with everybody's wand that you could get.
As random as the characters you want, you can get their wand. I think it was cool.
It's a
It was
cool.
just very tiny.
It's a really cool land, but I was asking myself about 10 minutes in, what do I do here?
Okay, Luna, you're the Harry Potter fan. You
Uh-huh.
grew up idolizing and devouring
Yeah.
Harry Potter. What's your honest take on the wizarding world of Harry Potter?
It looks like they just took a bunch of Harry Potter ideas and put it in a blender. It's just a random assortment of stuff. It's
They
very
must
weird.
have had that deal with her because in Florida it's not like that.
In Florida, it's really accurate to what it's supposed to be.
They have Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have Harry Potter Land.
Harry Potter Land.
They don't even have a train here.
Well, they have a static train.
Static train. There
It's
was
a
one.
big, but in Florida, it's a wide. You can ride the Harry Potter
Yeah.
train around Universal.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
you know that it goes through the employee areas, so the windows are
Okay,
screens,
yeah.
and you can actually see characters flying on brooms, and
I think that's a lot of fun.
astounding.
But
Yeah.
we have, we have a bathroom in the LZU.
Yeah, the Moaning Mortal bathroom, which is unneedlessly unnecessary.
That's cool, man.
It's like, I'm trying to pee. Does it really need to be in character? Come on.
Rachel has fallen asleep during the show.
Yeah, she's tired. It's
She's
been
had
a
a
long
long
day.
day.
It's been a long day. We'll wrap this up soon.
We got in line for butterbeer because I have to try butterbeer.
How was it?
Oh, it was delicious.
It's
It's a Fago.
It was delicious.
You know, I'll be honest.
But go ahead.
In the theme park so expensive, it's probably the best deal of the park because you get a really nice mug. with the
Yeah,
drink.
I got a mug.
And it's not a sticker slab mug.
No, it's
No.
a real mug. Whereas, like, a regular Harry Potter cup was like $30. $15 for the drink
Yeah.
and the mug.
What I
That's
liked
a good deal.
most about it was it shows that sometimes you have to think outside the box. At Galaxy's Edge, they have the blue milk, which is some sort of
Oh.
soy
It's a
drink.
dyed soy drink
rice.
in a plastic cup.
Right. Now, butterbeer is described in the books. They drink it all the time, right? And it's supposed to look like beer. The whole point is they're pretending to drink beer. Well, the people at Universal figured out that you don't have to deliver it in one product. You can fill the cup with the drink and then add the fake head on top. And that makes all the difference because I didn't care that it didn't come out of one spigot. What I cared about was when she delivered it to me, it looked amazing and it tasted good.
Mm-hmm.
And the top was kind of like ice cream. Now, there was a funny thing that the place was really busy. I don't think we've talked about how busy the park was.
They let too many people
There
into
were
a tiny
so
park.
many people in there. The line to get butterbeer was a half an hour. So a guy he's not dressed as a wizard. It was him and a girl dressed in Universal Studios polo shirts, walked out with a tray of butterbeer and told people the line, "We're here for you, cash only."
Yeah.
And I thought, boy, Rowling would have a heart attack if she saw that. But again, they must have these allowances for...
To be able to operate as a theme
You
park.
have to operate, right?
Yeah.
You just have to operate.
Someone's got to clean up all the trash.
Yeah.
They'll wear the little wizard robes, but they got to carry around a broom and clean up the trash.
And the other thing in the Wizarding World is there's a lot of employees. Each store has 3 or 4 employees.
Oh, yeah.
They all talk in character.
Yeah.
There's
That's a
a...
really cool job, though. Like,
I'm
the
surprised
guy-
you all
the guy
haven't
who
died
walks
for that
up
job.
Was, like, really cool.
I can't imagine how bad the commute is trying to get in there every day.
Well, you live in an apartment right behind it and you skip to work on a bike or something.
Because unlike Knott's and Disney, this is a hard park to get into. It's a lot of driving up mountains and riding stuff and
Then
going in lines.
They have back entrances for all the employees.
Okay, I figure.
You don't park where we park. You know, they have parking all stuck everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, we parked. We had no idea in relation to the park where we were. Remember when we
Yeah.
finally saw the park? We're like, oh, we're by there. Oh, I had no idea.
Just trouble with space.
We didn't get to go on any rides in the Wizarding World. The lines were too long. We did go to all the shops. We went in the bathroom. We went to the leaky cauldron, which you liked because of the detail. The boar's head?
Well, we went to the Hog's Head bar. And
Oh, it's a hog head. Yeah.
Leaky Cauldron's only in Florida.
Darn it.
Let
See,
me
I don't
ask
know
you
my
this.
Harry Potter enough.
Let's boil this down, Mr. Theme Park Man.
Yeah.
Batu, Galaxy's Edge, or Harry Potter Land? Which is the more immersive and enjoyable experience?
There were less people in Batu.
You went on a media night.
No,
That's
I
different.
totally understand that.
A busy, hot summer day.
I think
What's
they
the
both
better
only
park?
succeed in being a theme park. That none of them are immersive. Not like
Is
the
Ghost
Star Trek
Town
thing
more
what it was.
immersive?
Ghost
I
Town
think
is
it's
more
Ghost-
immersive.
yeah, I think
Ghost Town
Town-
Alive is more immersive.
I kept waiting for some wizard guy to go, I need you to deliver a package
No,
for
no.
me.
You just see how busy it was? They don't have time for
No.
that.
I was hoping for some quests.
No wizard came
You
up to us.
overestimate things on busy days.
No bounty hunter came up to me in
Disney
Batu with a
lets you do,
package.
Quest if you download the app.
Yeah, download the app or buy the wand.
Or
What's,
buy the Art 2 unit. It will react differently
what's,
depending on which area of the park you're in.
Yeah.
What's the better park? Come on, Theme Park Man.
Well, listen, the lessons learned at Wizarding World were all put into place at Batu. Batu's like 10 times as big.
Yeah.
There were places in Batu we walked where I didn't see anybody. It wasn't mobbed. Now, again, same problem, though. Not a lot of places to sit.
Yeah.
Not a lot of places to just hang out because, you know what? They don't want you
Gotta
hanging
keep
out.
things moving.
Gotta keep things moving,
Yeah.
Paul Feig.
They don't want you sitting down. They want you going into a shop for air conditioning.
Okay.
Spending money while you're
Yes,
there.
yeah. And the food is all traditional English food, which I can't do it. I can't do it. So we should talk about lunch very quickly.
Oh yeah, Austin, you should talk about lunch.
Rachel bought 2 hamburgers and 2 refillable cups for $60 and said, I don't think I've ever paid that much for
But
so
to be
little.
fair, those are some of the best fries I've ever had.
Oh, I like the
Those are
fries,
such
yeah.
good fries.
Those were good.
I ate a lot of food.
And that was at Hollywood and Dine.
I ate a
And
lot
then
of
Austin and I went down the road to the little Mexican place to get tacos.
Now, I knew it was going to be expensive. In my head, I'm thinking $8.79
There he
for
goes.
a taco. But I was shocked to see it was $14.99. You could pay...
No, it was $12.99. It made $14 when you paid
It
tax.
was $14.
It was more if you wanted the vegetarian option.
It said you could add a vegetarian tax for $2.
What was it called?
Impossible.
Because I kept saying, I don't know what that means. And you said, Dad, it's got a little green leaf. That means vegetarian.
Yeah, so it's
But saving the world should be cheaper, right?
no, it's expensive because Impossible is a company. They'll call it's like Uber versus Lyft.
What's like Del Taco, right?
Well, no, Del Taco uses not Impossible, but what's it called? The other brand, Unimaginable.
I don't know.
Something like that.
How about Inedible?
There's 2 brands warring for each other. Now, Carl, if you're listening to this, we talked about this on a whole Carl ride, the whole Impossible beef thing.
Yeah.
Carl is a friend of ours who is vegan, and we basically came to the conclusion that you should receive $1 discount if you have it.
Well,
Well, it should at least be the same price.
They should encourage it if that's what
Yeah.
they want you to eat.
Well,
It shouldn't be more.
it's cheaper to make, and
But look, you go to a fast food place in the world. How much is a hamburger versus how much is a salad? Hamburger's $1.
yeah.
Salad is $8.
But like,
All in the
here's
name
the
of
thing.
health.
Carl knows how this stuff is made. It's way cheaper to make the Impossible beef. It's way cheaper than
Well, it's not beef. It's
no,
something else.
It's a factory made formula, so it should be like $3 to $4 cheaper.
I should ask Carl because I don't know the answer to this. If you're a vegetarian and you don't want to kill animals, why do you want to eat something that pretends to be an animal? I'm confused. I don't know what that is. I'm ignorant.
Well, don't you need nutrients anyways? So, like, a fake burger is better than actually eating.
yeah, it contains a lot.
But I
of
thought
those
you
things.
eat a salad because you're like, oh, it's a leaf thing and it tastes like a salad. But I don't like the. Is it saying that you like the taste of meat, but you're not going to eat meat?
Yeah,
It's more of like a save the animals thing, not like I'm only going to eat vegetables.
yeah, it's to get the proteins and enjoy the taste of a burger.
Is it like Homer Simpson when he goes, "If I close my eyes and drive, nothing is illegal"?
Yeah. Well, no, it's so you can enjoy the taste of a burger and get the proteins without actually affecting the animal.
There's the rub. Is I thought vegetarians, part of being vegetarian was you don't like the taste of meat.
It's more for the,
I don't know. I'm not a
it's
vegetarian,
more
so
for
I
the
don't know.
animals and
Well, I'm not a vegetarian, but, I believe it's more of like the saving the animals aspect than, eating, like...
Yeah,
just
it's
one type of food.
Okay. Hey, I don't judge anybody. Everybody's free to do what they want.
We should talk about.
But you should be aware that when you drive an electric car to save the environment, the energy that it takes to make that battery is as much as my car using gas. So everybody's got a thing, right?
But also to
But
talk about
his
his tacos.
tacos. So he gets the tacos, and he eats the tacos, and he complains about the price the whole time. And then what happened at the end?
I want a refund.
You wanted a refund.
I did. I thought about going back up.
You can't go back with an empty plate.
These are the 3 saddest tacos I had ever seen in my life. And
To be fair, I saw the tacos.
they were
man.
so tiny.
They were like the size of his palm, and like
They were so tiny.
They were street tacos. They're supposed to be like that.
No. And I'm thinking in
Go
my head,
go ahead.
okay, they're going to be the best tacos I've ever had. They tasted worse than a Del Taco Dollar Taco.
The
They
fun-
tasted so bad.
The funniest part was
No toppings, little grease tacos.
well, you asked for no toppings. They put cheese and pico de gallo.
I don't want that.
Well, then you can't have toppings.
Spill me some lettuce. Oh my god.
And
I'm paying
then
$15 for this.
and then they served mine. I spent $20 because I wanted chips
And
with
they
it.
didn't give you chips.
And they didn't put chips with the taco. And I said, I'm sorry. Does it come with chips? And she went, oh my gosh, I forgot. And I'm like,
And you get a crumpled
you guys make,
handful of
but you
chips.
guys make the same dish over and over again. It's not like a full restaurant. They serve
only
like
serve
4 items.
Like 2, yeah.
And everything comes with chips. Maybe she thought if I got all the way back to my table, I wouldn't walk back to get them. I mean, she underestimated how cheap I am, which I'm not anything compared to you.
if you wanted to
Oh, I
eat
think
the
I think you're
tacos
paying for
and
the.
then
It's like
for a refund.
you can't return electronic before you open it. It has to break down first before you return it.
We can't return
So-
a video game once you've opened it.
Yeah, you can if you don't like it.
What?
No, you can't. From where? Not GameStop, maybe, if you buy it used. If you go to Best Buy and buy a brand new video game, play it and take it back, they won't return your
No?
money. Oh, no.
What if the game sucks?
It doesn't. All games suck.
I could challenge
On Steam,
them.
You get 2 hours.
Yeah. Here's the deal. I will buff those tacos back up if I have to,
Oh,
so they can get their product
listen,
back.
the tacos are gone. You've passed them.
I had an
they're gone.
unenjoyable experience.
I had a great time.
As a consumer, as an American citizen, should be entitled to a refund. That is the beauty
Oh,
of
my
capitalism.
God.
Is that if I am
But
not
you
satisfied
already
with
ate
your
them.
product, I am
God
that the
bless
product is eating them.
America.
The product isn't staring at them and not
But you
liking them.
finished eating them.
So if I had taken one bite and hated it, I could have gotten.
You're like
both.
David Horowitz. He was
Is
a
that,
guy.
wait, is that my answer?
What?
If I had taken one bite and hated it, I could have gotten a refund.
Yes.
Okay. there
If you
we
don't
go.
like the movie in the first 10 minutes,
You
you'll
get a
get your
refund.
money back.
Okay.
You can't watch the whole movie and then
So
ask
in
for
the
your money
future,
back.
if I take
Unless the air
one,
conditioning's broken.
Yeah, unless you. Well, then maybe.
look, no, that's a different argument. If you see a terrible movie, you're fully entitled to a refund because that's the studio's money, not the theater chain's money. They can keep their popcorn money I spent, but I want my
Turn
money
into
back from the
Randall.
studio.
That's not how it works.
That is how
Do
it
you know
works.
how many crappy movies I have sat through?
You're a movie guy. You enjoy every
I went
movie,
to the theater to see Men in Black 2.
You enjoy that stuff.
It's
though.
a horrible
You like Men in
movie.
Black?
You like the experience of seeing a
You know,
movie.
like Men in Black 2 with Johnny Knoxville?
It's a
Oh,
flawed
it's
movie.
terrible. You can tell that the last act has
Yeah.
been destroyed.
That was a movie that was compromised. It was.
It wasn't their fault.
It wasn't their fault.
Okay,
Different
so
topic.
let's talk about the highlight of the day.
The Animal
You guys
Show.
haven't talked about the biggest
We hooked
thing.
up with Lisa Heath, who used to work at Knox.
Yes.
And Josie's ultimate nightmare.
They flew birds over the audience, over us. They flew them over us.
We went to the animal actor stage
Oh,
I thought it was
God.
fantastic.
where Josie is afraid of birds.
It's not just like a little fear. It is like deadly. If a bird comes near me, I'll run in the other direction.
But they had amazing dogs, cats, rats, guinea pigs, chickens.
Dogs were cute.
Being as cynical as I am, I think it was the most genuine thing I saw.
Josie,
all
what
day.
defines-
Yeah, no, the
I
animal
enjoyed
show
it.
was fantastic.
I hate
If
the.
they have a sharp beak and can fly, I don't like it.
I have to use the phrase "dog and pony show" will always impress anyone because they literally brought out a dog and
Well,
a pony.
but
and
here's the
people
thing.
flocked.
We thought, and again, this is theme park 101. I thought to myself, we'll go see the animal show. Nobody's gonna see that. We'll be in there alone. That thing was packed to the
like the
gills, man. It shows you that even me, a theme park veteran, who knows that everything's going to be crowded, somehow deluded myself into thinking that it wouldn't be. Oh my God.
There was nothing people loved
There
more
was a point in the show where they had
than
these
dogs.
like evil. I say evil. These like owl things.
Well, the owls were near the end, but they also had a hawk that came out of a box over our heads.
Oh, that terrified me. But there's one part where I'm sitting on the edge because I wanted to see the animals.
And they brought
right?
the owl.
Through the audience. That thing was right next to me. I have never like jumped around. I jumped around, Mom. Like
I thought they were all
started
adorable.
crying.
I
So-
thought they were great.
We got to stay afterwards where
Yes.
we got to see them fly the owl and feed the owl dead mice.
I
And
thought
then
it was
they
great.
flew the birds over us again.
And then the lady says, if you want to take your picture with the owl, please do so, but here are the rules. Don't show them your fingers. Why, Josie?
Because they'll bite it off. I turned to Dad and gave him the most deadly, I want to get out of here.
You just gotta be
Oh, they were
responsible.
gorgeous creatures.
Yeah, they
No,
were.
they weren't. They were deadly.
And I-
They literally told you they could hurt you.
And I got to see.
Wait. Then everybody left, and we got to stay for a third private show where they said, what animal do you want to see? What did you get to see, Austin?
A fox.
They brought
It
a
was
little
amazing.
tiny fox
A
out.
little baby. It's a desert fennec fox. The ones they have in Arizona.
It was
The
so
little baby
cute.
ones.
It was really
Oh my
cute.
god.
And you got to pet it?
Yeah. Well, it was used in a Nissan car commercial
And a Burger
and
King commercial.
Burger King commercial.
Yes, it
and
picks the Whopper over the Big Mac. I can't wait to see the commercial.
Disney uses that as reference. The fox
For
Zootopia.
Zootopia,
Yeah.
right. And then for your mother, they brought out a rat.
Yes.
She's
asleep, so I'll be mom. They had a little rat, and it was so cute, and he had little fingers, and I
It's the picture of the doll with the rat.
yeah. I
And
got
they
a photo
wanted really
of the doll
cute
with the
fluffy
rat.
Cat.
Josie, would you be scared of a rat with wings? Is
Yes.
that not a bird?
It doesn't have a beak.
A pigeon is a flying rat.
Oh,
they
no.
call it that in New
Pigeons
York.
are so scary. I will run the
Because they do that
opposite
head
direction
bob
every
thing you
time. I know.
hate. Yeah, the head
You
bob
can't
thing.
see me, but their heads move back and forth when they walk, and they have
Yeah.
little beady eyes, and they move really fast. It is my worst nightmare.
They had a little baby pig.
What about a butterfly? That's essentially a bird.
No, those are scary too.
Are we
Oh.
still talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mom's awake. I filled
Rachel
in for
spent
you.
the day, her doll came dressed as a wizard, so she got to take lots of great pictures of the wizard doll.
Did you mention Lisa Heath?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did. I just talked
Yes.
about the fox. Did I
Lisa
mention the
gave us
fox
the
is great?
buttons.
We had a great time at Universal.
Yes.
Don't listen to this and think, boy, they're so sour. No, I had a great time
It was a
because
lot of fun.
I turned to your mom at one point during the day and I said, really take this in because this is probably the last time we're ever going to go to a theme park as a complete family.
Yeah.
And that's saying something. That was really, really special. We want to thank Chris for helping us get in. We are indebted to you. You're a gentleman among
Thank you
gentlemen.
much.
And
I got to see a fox.
you got to see a fox.
Thank you, Lisa Heath and
Transformers
Chris.
ride was good.
The Transformers ride was astounding.
I want to go on that right now.
Yeah, that was great. And you don't even know those movies.
I want to watch the movies now. If
You'll
the
be-
ride was that good, the movie should be that
You'll
good.
be disappointed. Just watch Bumblebee. Just tell her Bumblebee's the only
we
film in
have
the series.
Bumblebee if you want to watch Bumblebee. Yeah.
It's the best one. From what
And
I've
then
heard.
we just had a good time. We did a lot of shopping. You got ice cream at Ben and Jerry's. We went
That
to Hot
ice cream was
Topic.
heavenly.
I didn't get a soft pretzel. I meant to buy a soft pretzel. And
They
you go
were-
to Target and get one.
Yeah.
I didn't buy anything. I'm saving my money for the American Girl store.
Oh,
And then
Luna, we've discontinued the pretzel.
Rachel.
What?
Oh no.
Are you being serious?
That we asked the guy at the booth, "Will you stop selling pretzels?" And he was like, "No, never."
We have transitioned to pretzel bites.
At Target?
Uh-huh.
Dude, I
I'll
love
deal with
Target
that.
pretzel bites. Those are so good.
I'll deal with
Blasphemy.
that.
They're the same bread. Anyways, continue.
Your mother made me endure the scariest place there. I had to go in the Dodgers store.
The music in there kind of terrified me.
Everything in there is Dodgers. They had Dodgers bobbleheads of the Game of Thrones dragon holding the Dodgers logo.
It was the first thing I saw. I wanted all
It was so bizarre.
They had
That's a
the
team
bubble
up.
gum shrimp
Do they play a lot of baseball
Yeah.
on that
That's so
show?
cool. You
Guess
can sit on
what?
the
Is it like
bench.
Twilight? Do they play a lot of baseball?
I don't know.
I
People
dodged
don't
that
appreciate
store.
that movie enough.
Then we went to the world's biggest comic store. No, that's the comic store.
It was
Cool. They had
that-
a giant Iron
That
It was
place was all
previously-
Funko Pops and 2 comics.
Previously, the world's biggest GameStop, that same building.
It
Now
was
it's
only a GameStop for a really short time.
Yeah, but it's still, if you go to
Oh my
GameStop's
God.
website or look at a GameStop article on GameSpot,
Do you see the time?
a picture of that store is what they show.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
that's the
still
flagship?
This flagship.
But this doesn't
image.
exist anymore.
Yeah.
Do they Photoshop new games in the window?
No.
That's really
I
funny.
think Mom needs to go to bed.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
we gotta
thanks
wrap this up.
again. Thanks to Chris.
Yes.
Thanks to Lisa. Thanks for the buttons, the chance to go. We would not have been able to afford it. We had a great time. The butter beer was delicious. I want some butter. I hope they sell that in the back area for employees because it was good.
I'm sure they do.
We saw the car that they fly in. That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gilderoy Lockhart.
We saw Gilderoy Lockhart. But
Matt
we were never
Evans.
sure if that guy works here or not.
We weren't sure.
He was cool though.
Yeah.
He was like the character.
And your mom got to meet Beetlejuice. Remember Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice kept saying he had to go, and then he wouldn't leave. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, I have to go, man. And then like, take more pictures.
Dracula.
Yeah.
He was
Doc
really
Brown.
cool. He sounded just like the character.
I met Doc Brown. That's right. I got to see Doc Brown. Show him my Back to the Future shirt.
They do have a lot of rock
The
around
little
characters.
Keystone Cop guy really liked us.
But
Kept following
there's
us
a
around.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
scary one. Hello Kitty is not a character that needs to walk around.
She has
they
fingers.
gave her fingers, and like she was like stroking some girl's hair, and I was gonna cry.
And the guy who was escorting Curious George was really good.
he was really cool.
The
Yeah.
Yellow Hat Man. That's great.
Yeah. And the only thing I wanted to buy that I didn't because we spent too much money was they had a Back to the Future backpack. I've never seen that before. That was pretty cool.
Neat.
Yeah. So, all right. There's our trip to Universal Studios, everybody.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you, Chris and Lisa.
And the name of the show is what? Who wants to do it? Nobody.
Josie,
Look at
go
this.
for it.
Wait, I must say,
Oh wait, he wants to talk some more about the tacos.
Tilda Spire.
Tilda Spire,
Tilda
Bright
Spire,
Moons.
Bright Moons.
Hey, these are my younglings,
Oh,
and this is
that.
91 Reasons.
Those tacos.
Oh my God.
Thanks for listening by Graham Thar's Hammer. We'll be back with another episode. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. So say we all. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, is that a new watch?
Yeah. Dual time zone tells the time in two places.
What for?
So if I'm in LA and I want to know the time in New York, I'd have to go through the anguish of adding 3.